there are seasons. A season to be hot, a season to be wounded. But I'm here to tell you that this is the season to be healed. Because in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 ways to be healed from every emotional pain. So stick around and I will see you in a bit. Everyone, my name is Jessica Chinyere. If you are subscribed to this channel, I say you are welcome. But if you're yet to subscribe, please do that now. And remember to click on that notification button. One that is in pain carries around with them a shell, an emotional baggage. And some tend to live with this shell for several years. You know animals with shell, right? The oyster, the snail, the periwinkle, the tortoise. These animals tend to withdraw whenever they come in contact with strange objects. Hurt people are like that. Whenever they are in a scene that brought about that pain, it triggers a memory in them and they tend to withdraw into their comfort zone. They tend to stay away from people, especially when they are in the midst of a situation or someone that caused that pain. That shell needs to be broken for you to be free. If you are in pain, if you're hurting right now, I'm here to tell you that that shell, that pain needs to be healed. That shell you've been carrying around up until now needs to be broken, to be free from this shell, for you to be free from every hurt and every pain. You need to understand the kind of shell that you carry around, because it will determine how you deal with it. Some shells can be broken by you just exerting a little bit of pressure on them and they get broken easily. While some requires a harder tool like the hammer, the same tool you use in breaking the shell of the snail cannot be the same tool you use in breaking that of the tortoise. It's a bit harder, so you use a different tool. Take me to number 1 solution to be healed from every emotional pain. 1. Face it. You need to understand that there is a problem. Until you admit that there is a problem, you will never embrace or go look for a solution. Until you understand the kind of shell that you carry, you will never know the kind of tool to use to break that shell. So you need to identify that there is a problem. You need to come to the realization that you have a problem. It's not weakness to admit that you have a problem. It actually shows strength. It shows that you're ready to embrace freedom. It shows that you're ready to be free from every form of hurt, every form of insecurity that you might have been dealing with probably for years. You need to identify it and you need to admit that there is a problem, and then you can go look for the kind of tool that you can use to deal with that. Forgive yourself. I cannot talk about healing without mentioning forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself. It's easier to forgive people when they hurt us, when they cause us pain. But when it comes to forgiving ourselves, it tends to be difficult. But you need to find a way to forgive yourself. No matter how terrible a mistake you might have made in the past, you need to forgive yourself. For you to be healed, you need to forgive yourself. I want you to hear that over and over again. You need to forgive yourself. 3. Accept that not everyone will approve of you. No matter what you do, regardless of the length in which you try, you will never be approved by everyone. You will never be accepted by all. Be okay with it. Be fine with it. It doesn't mean that there is something wrong with you. It just proves that the human mind cannot be satisfied. The human mind is insatiable. Move on with your life. 4. Accept what you cannot change. Similar to what I just said, there are some situations you can never change no matter how hard you work. There are some people you can never please no matter what you do. You need to be okay with it. Just find available opportunities, find available options, and move on with your life. There are situations in your life you can never change. They have come to stay. Find a way around them. Find a way to just deal with them and then move on to something else. You can do it. It may seem impossible, but believe me when I say to you, whatever I am telling you now, there are things I have been able to deal with. I've been in situations where I had to ask myself, what is the way out? What is the next options for me? What should I do next? It looks impossible, but if you sit yourself down and you just weigh your options, there are usually other options. Weigh your options and you will realize that there are other options you can actually go with. So just do away with those ones you know you cannot change, and then look for available options that you can change and flow with it, and you'll be fine. Believe me when I say to you, you will be fine. Next one, let it go. Let go of the pain. Let go of the hurt. Let go of the unforgiveness. Perhaps your parents failed you. Perhaps somebody didn't live up to expectation. Perhaps somebody promised you something and they failed. Perhaps you have heartbroken from a divorce, from a breakup. Regardless of what it is time for you to let it go. For you to be healed, you need to let it go. For you to be free, you need to let it go. There are sometimes people who hurt you have even forgotten what you have been harboring for years. You can choose what you want. You can decide to choose freedom. You can decide to choose peace. You can decide to choose happiness over hurt. Don't be a victim. Enough of being a victim. Just let it all go. No matter what you're feeling right now, no matter how deep that pain is, you might say to me, you don't know how much he hurt me. You don't know what he did to me. You don't know what she did to me. You don't know the trauma that I'm dealing with right now. Regardless, I'm telling you to let it go. You need to just let it go. It's human beings that offend, not animals. It's easier for you to forgive your dog, but a little bit difficult when it's a normal human being that offended you. But you just have to find a way in you to let it all go. It's not for their own good, but your own sanity. For your own sanity to be intact, you just need to let the past hurt go. No matter what, no matter how deep that hurt is, no matter how deep the effect of that hurt is that caused so much pain in your heart, you need to let it go for you to be free. You want to be free, right? Then the next thing for you to do is to let it all go. 6. Surround yourself with people and resources that love and accept you. It is easy to identify a loving person, a loving environment. Go to places where you are accepted. Go to places where you are cherished. Go to places where you are loved. Surround yourself with people, resources that accept you, that motivate you, that lift your soul, rather than places or people that drain you. It will not help you. So only go to places, only be around people when you are dealing with pain, when you are dealing with hurt. Try to be around people, try to be around resources that uplift you, that motivate you to want to become better, to come out of the pain that you are in right now. You cannot be going through pain and you're going through people who are talking about things that are demoralizing. It will not help. So go to places that you are being accepted. Go to places that you are being loved. That is one of the fastest way, the easiest way to be healed from your emotional pain. Finally, develop your emotional intelligence. There are people with high intelligence quotient, but you need emotional intelligence to deal and manage people and situations. Help you to connect with your feelings, build stronger relationship with yourself and with people. Also help you in making smart decisions about things that matter most to you. So work on developing your emotional intelligence because it will help you in healing that pain. With these solutions, I believe when rightly applied, you will be healed from every emotional hurt, from every emotional pain. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, turn on your notification button, comment, like and share. I will see you in my next video. Bye.